Hey, it's Andy. We're going to show you now the difference between posting a assignment and posting a material. So, posting an assignment, this can be really helpful, especially when you're doing a lot of remote stuff. For instance, I use this for all of my writing journals this year was my most common assignment. What I would do is I would make a Google Doc. This is just the writing prompt talking about the story they read, little hello, how are you? Then expectations of what the prompt is going to be. Here's your little grading scale I made. And then what they would do is that on this document, they're going to write their paragraph underneath. And this is pretty similar to what we were doing in the classroom before everything kind of went crazy. And so this was a really good transition. So for a hybrid model, this would work out really well. You could just both practice in the classroom and then have them work on it remotely as well. So I just made the PDF, not the PDF, made the Google Doc. And what I did is I would come back over here to assignment. I would go to add, go to Google Drive this time. And should be over here in my most recent, since we just looked at it. Oh, I was pulling some other stuff up. So there it is, traveling, insert. And here's the big difference, the big thing that you want to know. Students can view file. You want to click this and hit make a copy for each student. What this is going to do is it's going to take that Google Doc and it's going to make an individual copy labeled with their first and last name for each and every student when they log into Google Docs. So they will fill that out. For instance, they'd be writing the paragraph and then they click turn in, and then that document gets sent straight to you. The best part about this, as someone who had done, hey, here's a document, make a document, share it with me, then your inbox, your Gmail gets flooded with 30, 40 different emails. All of this then gets filtered through the Google Classroom, and then you can just grade each of them as you go through. Differences on this side from materials. You get to pick your points and go up to 100. I think you actually can go higher than 100. You can do whatever you want, but it starts off with 100. My writing journals are always 5. Pick your due date. So for instance, let's say we wanted this due on Friday. You could pick a time if you wanted. And then your topic, where do you want this to show up? I'm gonna put this in level 1 examples. You pick what students you want to go to. So all students, this is just talking about your classes. So let's say this was for 2 different classes. You want to post it in both. Do it in one simple step like that. Let's say you're planning out for the week and you want stuff to go live at a different time. Oh, I gotta put a title first. Let's say writing journal traveling. Then I can click over here, schedule it. You can make it go live, let's say on a Tuesday morning, make it go live at 7 a.m. or on a Wednesday, whenever you want. And you click assign. Then it will pop up for them in their classwork tab. Now I will briefly show you what it kind of looks like on my end once you get a bunch of those come in after they fill out your assignment. So I'll switch back over to my old classroom. So let's hear. So this is kind of how mine was looking. I did mine by the week is how I was doing mine towards the end of all the craziness. It'll look just like this on your end as the teacher. You'll have the ones who have turned it in, and this will show you ones who have not finished yet. So 24 and 1. And then basically what you do is you click it. And this shows you this is what the assignment was. And if you go back to clicking the turned in part, actually, then this will show you where all of the kids' responses are. And you can click through. My favorite part is this kind of this carousel feature where you can go through and read it. Their stuff will pop up right here. It has their name and all that kind of good stuff. You could put comments. And during the pandemic, I did not use the grading function. You could grade it. I was just having Progress Book open in the other window, and that's how I did it. We'll talk more about grading in level 2, but very easy way to just surf through all of this good stuff right here. You read down there, there's all their writing, all that kind of good stuff. So that's what I really like about posting assignments. Now, it does not have to be a Google Doc. It could have been a slide. Mrs. Tillman does a lot of really cool stuff with slides, with making interactive things and all sorts of fun stuff like that. It could be anything. Now, here's the one difference. You could go to quiz assignment. And so what I'm going to do here is you can make a quiz assignment. Back in the day when I first started doing this, I did everything posting it as materials because this was not an option. This is a very recent feature that I might start using this year. What you can do is, let's say you want to go ahead and make your quiz. All of the stuff is here the same. This will actually connect and import your grades from that Google Classroom and send it from the Google form, send it to the Google Classroom. And Tillman will talk more about that in our level 2. And that's a very cool feature that you can use. It goes through all the same stuff. You can use an existing link with this as well, but that's tying it into, it's a decision you have to make. Are you going to use Google Classroom as the one place where you keep all your grades and then import them to Progress Book? It's just really a personal preference. There's a lot of benefits to both thoughts. But that is creating an assignment as opposed to a material. The biggest difference is going to be having those due dates. So when you come to the stream right here, look, I have due Friday morning. This is what the kids are seeing, this writing journal. So that's the big difference, are the due dates and the points. You assign the points for what it is. All right. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you soon.